So maybe we'll get some new interactions there. Is there anything we can determine? Nope. Okay. Yeah, this game, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it is a very good study in how to do world building well and present it in a story without it just being a load of exposition. I mean, there's exposition vomit in this game, but it makes sense that it's there. And it's usually dressed up, you know, well enough that there's like a reason why you're being told. I mean, not to mention the fact that your character lost his memory at the beginning of the game, so it gives him every reason to be given this information that he should already know. Alright, so there isn't one here again. Interesting. When you were in high school, it was like they just flat refused to acknowledge that some symbolism in literature could have multiple meanings? Really? Wow. That's no good. They just pigeonhole their thoughts on whatever the subject was. Yeah, that's... Half of education is introducing people, at least in that particular type of subject, it's introducing people to a wider way of thinking. You know, when it comes to literature, that should always be the case. Ooh, we've got another thought bubble. A kick drum pulls the music coming from somewhere on the ice. Oh, no, it isn't anymore. It's inside the building. We moved those guys in. I want to just have one last run up here now that we've got more perception points. Make sure we didn't miss anything interesting. There is this place here.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a...
We can't get in there. There's not even an option to try, you know? It's the same thing with art teachers. Yeah, where they say certain types of things are not art, and it's like, well, who are you to determine that? Hey, Supercon22, may I ask a question? Yes, you may. Go right ahead. What is this? What's here? No, don't. Kim, get out of the way. There we go. Cigarette butts cleaned under the rock. So who's been smoking out here? How many thoughts have you replaced for newer ones? I actually haven't. These are all the ones I have, and I've kept them all the way through the game. I haven't bothered replacing any. It seemed like such a waste after a while to just replace it with another thought, and I've always liked all the ones that it gave me, just about. Anyway, like, Hobo Cop is so good. Raising the level learning cap for Shivers to 6, because I didn't put any points at all in physique. I only have 1 physique. 1! Like, can you... Oh. And then, yeah, Shivers, it gave me a bigger learning cap. This has been fantastic to have. You know, just the scenes that it gives you are brilliant. Yeah, I've still got 3 more slots. I don't want to spend all my points on them, though, because I've been needing to use these to re-roll stuff, but yeah, we'll see. The volumetric shit compressor that we needed to do just to speak to fucking Kuno, the little fucking Kuno. I hate that guy so much. But all endurance white checks are unlocked. That was good. Guillaume Le Million for the pain threshold. Blood oxygen is boring. Because the guy basically, like, died from autoerotic asphyxiation or something. Psyche learning caps. If I was going to replace anything, it would probably be that one. That's not been interesting. It hasn't really done anything else. We are bringing down the capitalist system, or trying. Not doing a very good job. It did screw with visual calculus and authority, but I was doing this run on a low authority run. I was like, fuck it, we're just going to not have any authority. We are a cop that is a joke. But I wanted lots of visual calculus. So I guess I wouldn't go with that in the future. The extra empathy towards Kim, though, I was happy with that. That made me smile. And the extra esprit de corps with the RCM. The superstar one. -1 logic from self-delusion, but the learning caps for all of these things went up so high. It's so good. We found out how old we are. -1 difficulty to physique passives. Logic went up. We figured out about the armor as well. We focused on the armor. We got extra hand-eye coordination against enemies when we're wearing the armor. And I'm trying to find all the bits. And the suicide of Krasmazov. Oh, this is the one where we tried to re-bring back. No, is it? No, this just gave me rhetoric for Mazovian ethics. Yeah. And I've got a load here that I just haven't even tried. But we're so close to the end now, I probably wouldn't be able to internalize any of them. So that's just you playing normally. Nice. There we go. Trying to find my way up. Hey Sam, how's it going? What's down here? Anything else that we might have missed? Because thing is, I've just recently put 1 point in perception so I can do the stuff in the church and finish that off. And ever since then, I've noticed there are things that I haven't had highlighted before. I can now see stuff that I couldn't see before, so I'm running around making sure I haven't missed anything really important. I mean, as for the armor, we've still got a couple of pieces to get. We know Kuno kicked the helmet into the sea. I don't know if we're ever going to get that. So, yeah. Guess we'll find out. But we're about to try the tunnel. So yeah, this is where it's going to get spoiler for people that haven't played the game this far yet. I'm going to quick save it. Because so far as well, I haven't save scummed with any of the rolls, but I'm doing it today because we're so close to the end, and I've got other games I want to play.
Peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell?
Like, I couldn't see this. Last time I streamed this game, we were told about the pipe, and I could not interact with it until I put a point in perception. It is powerful, yeah. Why does Kim's character portrait look like he's got blood on his face? It kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. I think it's just the shading. Like, it's that weird kind of art style.
A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
This has been very good to get. Visual calculus will help you guys a lot. It's so good. That's what I put everything into. I made that my special when I started, so... Alright, come closer and look.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
What else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And
nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Oh, well, we're gonna climb through this. Oh no. We might try the thingy after all, because I have 1 health point. Another thing I've been neglecting. Could we get into the Feld building through the pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around...
Must be coming from somewhere in the building.
The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little things.
See, I'm rubbing off on him.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
28% on physical instrument. Try to pull the door apart. Okay.
Behind.
Oh, what if
the maintenance door.
What if I just re-equip some stuff? That's pain threshold. Do I have anything for physical instrument? Pain threshold. Off light. Oh, electrochemistry. -2 physical instrument because it's a necktie, so you can strangle yourself with it if you get it caught in something. Great. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The wife beater. We'll get that on. I mean, the white tank top. Also, what if we equip all of the tools? Hell yeah. Quick save.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door.
That made no difference.
Half sunken in sand.
So apparently we got a +1 because we broke into the communist apartment with this. And we have the cursed dice. Oh, I'm so glad I picked that.
The metal doors are heavy and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Hell yeah.
Good work.
Thank you, Kim. Oh, yes. And yet I was earlier on rolling 50-odd% chances and I had to reload like 5 times just to get it. Because of course I did. Alright, well here's what we're going to do now. Gun comes out, clipboard goes back in. The cursed clipboard, the ledger of failure and hatred. Clothing-wise... Wait a minute. I swapped one physical instrument for... that's why it didn't make any difference, because the t-shirt I bought just recently was already physical instrument. Oh well. I angered the gods of the die. I did. I have offended them. Mainly because the dice that we bought, I think they're angry because the dice is actually a sphere. It is an actual sphere that has a thing suspended inside of it that always comes up with the same result because it's weighted. Because it's a cursed dice. It's to give the illusion of choice and, you know, the illusion that you will have, like, you know, some chance of success. But really, it always comes out the same. You should take out your flashlight. Oh, yeah, good point, good point. Flashlight. Got it. Aha. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew. Ooh, rats, crawling with something. Let's save again, now that we're in here. Look, what is this? Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe? Brought down and forgotten so long ago. The collapse nearly seals the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Well, we're not leaving yet. And by leaving, I mean sending Kim. Because he's smaller. Old file folders in the cart. Documents silvery with mold. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Oh, we have a new jacket with suggestion. I mean, I've got to admit, I like my, you know, piss whatever jacket. The drama that it gives is good. But you never know if I need suggestion. Man, I could have used that while asking for a date from the pirate lady. In the beam of the flashlight, crevasse in the wall. Secret room. Anything else? What's this? Boot prints in the sand. One of the souls appears more worn than the other. She's been here. We're on to you, Ruby. Something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel has collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. Really? God damn it. Can we do anything with this wall, maybe? Okay. Aha. Stale fabrics, smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. The revolutionary hat. This. Pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs.
A
Krasmazov.
mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Look, Kim, it's Comrade Mazov.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Hey V, how's it going, dude? Large waste of points? Good luck with those points. Hope they bring you much fortune. So on this channel, whenever we waste points, we are asking the gods for good fortune. A long time ago? How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
I'm waiting to buy the internet.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
So what's with all the secret weapon caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Maybe I should move in here, seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
You're saving up to win Twitch. I mean, doesn't everybody want to win Twitch? Just got home. I'll be dead before I can afford Twitch. Oh. Did you have a good day out, V? Could it be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the student room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like people wearing a Che Guevara t-shirt. Could someone have stopped through here recently, though?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Brush the dust off the portrait.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
You were at work, let you decide. Okay. 40% of the way to one internet. An alchemist can only buy 1.5. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers and brochures. Same slip window you saw from the outside. But didn't we see, like, a light in here and then it was gone? If that's the case. Supposedly there was a light in here and then it was gone.
And mutton-chopped man.
I guess not. Getting louder, the buzzing sound. It's probably above us.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something? Oh, here we go. Oh no.
No, what do you mean?
Why is this shadow moving? A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
So this is a point of no return. Oh, is that what the buzzing is? Nice. So we should save here. Right, okay. Well, I mean, I do kind of want to go through to the end anyway, so we'll probably just push through. But I will have a save as a backup in case it's like we go through and I have to deal with something we can't deal with yet, so... If that was just to break into his house and fill his fridge with jars of pickles, oh no. If someone ever buys Twitch, you need to invite them to your home. That's a long time to be with you. We'll see what the buzzing is. Ah, okay. So we found out Everard plans to take the harbour. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it?
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
And we know Joyce knows about the murder, but may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
If you must.
Do you think whatever happens will affect the cryptozoologists?
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected, but the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Nobody thinks about the impact on cryptozoology when it comes to this stuff. We really should.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
No! But what about the Insulindian phasmid? How bad do you think it could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
Well, no, but some of it. Don't forget leaving mutton chops in the fridge too, the ones he never grew. Wow, I refuse to grow. I was told I can't grow. But actually, I never said I would. Said it was interesting. The 100k GoFundMe Matt's Mutton Chops pot is wasted now. Shh, don't tell anyone about that.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Alright, let's make a save. Not dealing with the hassle of refunds, just gonna spend it. Donate it to hair growth research, please do. Concrete pipe buried in the sand and dust. It feels strange. A polar anorak with composure and shivers. Cool. Money in the barrel. Nothing else down here. All in Matt's name, yeah. Oh hey, auto-saved for us as well. Well, this is a good place, guys, to quickly take our last break, because we are at the 2-hour mark again since the last one. So, hi guys, welcome back. You've had some stuttering on the audio. Is anyone else getting that? Because I spotted that while I was just finishing off the last of my food, and I was listening to my own stream, and I didn't get any stutter, so... yeah, if anyone's getting that, please let me know, but try refreshing, or if you are on mobile, it might be a mobile-related problem. Lord the Wolf, howl to you too. How's it going? Fellow canine brother, hello. How's it going? Good to see you. Alright, let's move on.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain. Like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
Holy crap.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
Oh, here we go. Health damage.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Very good. Started a new job and just got hot water in your flats again, so you're looking forward to a bath. Nice. Excellent. Well, good luck with the new job, and I'm glad to hear that your hot water's back. Baths are nice. Having a nice soak in the bath. I'm going to need one of those because my neck's been hurting. I might have one later after the stream. I was kind of wondering if we'd be finished a bit early with this game, and then I would go and take a bath, but yeah, I've got like a really sore muscle all down the right side here, right up to the base of the skull and down. It's like, oh. So yeah, I need to give it a good warm soak. So enjoy. I'm glad to hear things are good.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
I mean, covering the ears isn't really going to help then if that's the case. You've got the same, Zaras? Oh dear, trying to work out the kink right now. I think it feels like I've wrenched something, so... You want a bath because your shoulders and feet are aching. Really good to have a bath then in that case, yeah. Don't cover them. Oh no, health damage!
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
You just said it's not about my ear canals, it's going straight to my neural pathways.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Yeah. You're under arrest. Help! Kim, help! My brain's on fire! Yeah, you're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
Oh god. Ow!
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Let's just say nothing and try to cover the ears.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
The pale is such a bizarre geographical feature. We never found much out about that. But then again, I didn't want to spend forever in the bookshop either. So I don't know if everything was there, but yeah. We got that book about the pale, though. I did buy that there, I think, and read it, but it didn't tell me anything specific. So, but I've always got the sense that there's this plane of reality they call the pale, because they make it sound like people come from it or through it. So it's like a void or something. I don't know.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
Because that's interesting as well, because the 2mm hole in the world, it said that what we were hearing were like, it was like mathematical spew just coming through it. Like that's what was in the, that's what came through when we were literally shaking the church apart. Yeah. The Occult Herbal Pale Remedies book just assumes that people know what the pale is. Yeah, that's right. Because how could you not? It's like not knowing what the ocean is. Yeah, I guess.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break you loose.
So what is this pale anyway?
The pale? It's the end of the world.
Okay. How did you get your hands on this?
I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9, 10.
Oh boy.
Omettini pilves. Tudru.
4464482.
Okay, cool. This is getting very much like Oxenfree now, suddenly, with radio static shit. It's so good. Basically, the continents of this world are linked by this warp space. Yeah, I was wondering about that, because of some of the other history stuff that we saw, and it said about how people came through the Pale to the Insulindian Isolas and so on, and it's like, wait, are these just like when people said they discovered them a few hundred years ago? And I'm like, really? Interesting. You know, it seems like there must have been, this Pale must be some kind of barrier. Yeah, big Oxenfree vibes. Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine.
Dapers, thank you for the tier 2 resub. 21 months in a row now. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Dapers. How are you today? Good to see you. Oh my goodness. Appreciate that support. Really do. Moving us closer to the sub goal again, so we can do another giveaway. Awesome. Good, and yourself? I'm not bad. My neck's hurting, but other than that, pretty good. I was out all day today. I did some grocery shopping for my dad. My mum and dad. You know, they can both eat the food that I brought in. But since he can't go anywhere still right now with his knee, so yeah, kept me busy. And then I rushed home and set this up. Finally back home from vacation at your parents' place, and you get to watch streams. Nice. Welcome back. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Okay, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
2, 3, 6, 1, 8, 9, 2, 8, 1.
You're looking for a deal on mattresses.
Turn this
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Right, okay, well that's all you really needed.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon.
That's a 9mm like what we've got, right?
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
So we've got a pain threshold there. We can destroy the machine. How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
Oh really, by hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
I'm renting your shack. You moved out. It's my shack now.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
Yeah, by the way, the old woman didn't rat you out.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
So you were preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
So did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
Do you know who shot him?
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Do we know if they're together, though? I mean... I'm gonna go... Let's just see what... This is just a tactic. It was your girlfriend she cracked.
Nah, she didn't crack. She's a survivor. If she told you anything, it was to save herself. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Yeah. Well, your first guess wasn't entirely off, but it was Titus.
Titus and his boys, man. They told us you were on the coast.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, was it you who called the human, me the human can opener? It's not personal, I open them up. Yeah, I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you, or, you know. Yeah, no, the first one. You called me the human can opener. How do you think I figured it out?
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Yeah, can you please explain this shit? No, I have some questions for you now.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Yeah, so would you say that Lely was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
So, you don't feel sympathy for the mercs? It's hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
But did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself.
God damn it.
She didn't hate him, okay?
Alright, other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when he was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
Yeah, but they said you went to the bathroom for like 5 minutes. or 10 minutes, they couldn't account for you. They did say you left to take a really long leak, 15 minutes. Or there was half an hour missing. It wasn't half an hour. It was 10, I think. If I remember correctly, it was 10 or 15 minutes that they were gone. Let's go with 10. There were 10 minutes you couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
No one takes a 15-minute leak, or investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time for you to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardenne. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city.
Alright.
Why?
Well, there's mysterious pinball machines in some pretty mysterious rooms at the Whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
Well, that's a shame. I happen to be a paranatural detective.
Cool. They sent a ghost cop after me. Congratulations.
A hobo ghost cop. Hey, Erica! I forgot you were streaming. Oh, no problem. How's it going? Everything good? Explain the plot so far. The plot is that we're finishing the game, it seems. So what we've found out about the hanging is, and this is going to be spoilery for anyone who is about to play this game. What we found out about the hanging is this lady here, Ruby, she's one of the ones who was working with the Union guys. She's the truck driver. She's the one with this, the filed down soul. She's the one who helped them stage the hanging. And she's also the drug dealer. And that they're probably all working together somehow. We still don't know exactly how that all fits into the plot, but we've got some good ideas, because we know that the dock worker union guy, Everard Clare, wants to turn the whole place into basically Colombia. You know, he wants to kick out the companies, set up a workers' paradise that is really nothing more than a drug operation that ships drugs out around the world. But we were working on the theory that she went through a hidden room that we found today, up onto the balcony, and shot the mercenary who we found hanged. We knew the hanging was staged. It's been obvious from day one, but she shot him, and we dug in his skull and found the bullet as well. So now we know what kind of gun he was shot with, but we haven't found that yet. And we've tracked her down to this abandoned building over on the coast, but she's ensnared us in this trap with this kind of weird radio device that is like really screwing with our heads. But we're confronting her now about what happened, and she's saying she didn't shoot Lely, the mercenary. She did help them stage the hanging though, which seems very much like she had a plan, which is weird. Like, how would she have a plan suddenly out of nowhere for something that was just a surprise, like, oh, this happened? But if we believe her, then we know that someone else shot Lely, and we know the caliber of the bullet was an unusual caliber, not the kind of gun that most people would have. But anyway, we'll see, because it's a military gun. I'm wondering if maybe the mercenaries shot him. If this is proving true, they're the only other people who would have done it, and they did it to maybe start a war. We'll see. But that's what's going on. So what about the elevators? Do you like elevators?
The fuck do elevators have to do with anything?
Do you or don't you?
Not particularly.
Even quaint old rickety ones?
I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake.
God damn it!
Sorry, Kim, but I'm just distracting her.
So you know she's not an antiques enthusiast. Not my jurisdiction, man. But it also doesn't sound like she used that secret route.
Yeah. So look, there's a secret way from the ground floor of the Whirling to the roof.
Don't know it. But also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
I wondered about that, but I thought the gun could be silenced.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
Yeah, but they also said that there was lots of loud music playing.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like a real name for a real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I see it's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
Can't quite tell. What kind of gun is it?
A Nachtway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
Yeah, we were looking for something that's more like a breech-loading rifle. I know you don't like old things, but do you sell any antique rifles on the side?
Never really got into weapons trafficking. Especially not old weapons. They break too often, and you don't want unhappy customers among gun collectors.
Well, there's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah, evidence.
You hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't?
Like Batman?
Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Yeah, right. What's great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Okay. Is that the only reason?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
So she's an afterthought. Got it. You're sure you didn't shoot a merc on the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Did you leave any flowers for Claudia on the roof?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
Yeah, but, you know, these are like symbols of the revolution.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
But Claudia was in mourning.
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too.
So you didn't leave Maybelle's.
No, I did not.
So you're running drugs for the Union, though. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
Actually, no, he fucking didn't. He tried not to.
That really comes as a blow to her. Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
It's a lie. We have to do it because that's the rule. We were going to do this. But everybody but Kim gets lied to if we have a lie. So, yep, I made him talk.
Yeah, that figures. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
So you're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say.
That's your prerogative.
You had a financial incentive to kill the merc.
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
You said that earlier, and that's not what you said here. You said, man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrot, my previous employer, for the Union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
Yeah, but you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
So I don't even know why. Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Have a look. So we nudged it during the talk, gives us a little bit more. So who did kill the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claudia's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
So what happened on Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you, warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasya comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Okay, did she seem high to you as well?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
And she said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Weird you came up with the plan on the spot.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
But the showerhead resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
So do you think she killed Lily herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
So, Klaus really needs to stay hidden. That's the thing. Unless she's lying about that too. She's like, no, I can't go in the system. I've got people looking after me. They're going to kill me. You know, they're looking out for me. I will be murdered on the spot by the authorities for things that she did because she used to be like an industrial espionagist working for them, and then they wanted to kill her off for loose ends purposes and she fucked off. Something like that. What if she was lying about that? And this is her job. This is what she's been doing. She's been inserted here for a long while. A grain of truth, you know. But, yeah. There's a lie with it. So if you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What do you mean La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Oh, do I work for the mob? Oh, there goes the health.
Oh, fucking hell. Me.
Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
Yeah, Kim's just thinking, oh no, I got teamed up with a crooked cop.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
So who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
So you must know my name if you know that about me.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to la puta madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
But yeah, he's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
That was a real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
A man in a white suit walks through a garden coaxed from soil that had once been covered in asphalt. A city block closed off from the rest of the city by dark buildings. Rows and rows of poppies, most of which have lost their pink bloom, flank his steps. The man looks around, then up at the sky, sighs. Taking out a knife, he crouches at the end of one flower bed. He scores a seapod, very gently. Milky sap begins to ooze out. The pain comes over you again.
So what did you do to him?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
So was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
A death squad? Who was this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
Two guys and a lady. I mean, what's weird is the mercenaries were two guys and a lady too, but that would have been well before. They've been here for weeks and weeks beforehand. What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
Oh boy. It's not the two cops who were at the bar, is it? And there's a third one missing somewhere. Is that why they've been giving me all that shitty attitude? The one was chipper and blonde, the other was brooding. So that guy was very broody. But he seemed blonde. Was he blonde as well? I don't remember.
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally. Satellite Officer Vidmere looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minnow. We can either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Yeah, it's the two who are in the fucking lobby. I think I know them. They're in Martinez. Oh!
Lock, set.
Don't leave me here. Please leave.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
And we haven't advanced this at all. Do you know anything about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
Just a place some comrades stopped through a revolutionary bunker.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Oh, Jesus.
Während
58% chance. Oh, man. And we can't save it. We've gone through all this conversation and we can't save it if this goes wrong. And I have no more health stuff left. I bought 5 thinking, you know, if we get down here, I might need to use 1 or 2 if there's some kind of shit goes down, but not this. So we can either tell her to just go. See, here's the thing. If she really were, the killer, she would just kill us while we were incapacitated. She'd have no reason to be defending herself like this. I don't know what to do. Oh, green! She's just gonna let me slowly walk towards it. Sure she is. But she can't see me. Ugh.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
Oh, see them fireworks, Kim?
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Wait, whoa. Rhetoric. Convince her to put the gun down. Oh, we got a -1 because we said Tommy betrayed her. Oh no, come on, don't do this to me, game.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
Like what?
You know.
Do I? Maybe I can still talk her out of it.
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Letting her go? Question is, do we believe her?
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go.
Okay, you don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Ooh, you sure though?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
What if we just let a murderer go?
I have a feeling we didn't. Her tent. We should check it out.
Yeah. Again, she wouldn't have gone to all this fucking trouble, would she? I mean, she couldn't get away any further because the bridge was up and her truck's there, and it's like, you know... But still... You didn't have to come here and set this shit up, either. Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. What have we got? Oh, 3 health charges. Nice. Cooking utensils. Prepared herself some porridge and bananas. Really nice. That's good. Good healthy breakfast. 8 real. Oh, yes.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
Look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Yeah, red. It's kind of red. You can see this is like grime on the top, but there's a bit of red here, look. So, you know, this could be just filth and detritus, and this is the actual original colour. Shine the flashlight on the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
A motor carriage buried in the snow? Wonder whose motor carriage that is. Somebody wrote a book about me already.
See anything?
Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
I'll take it.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
We absolutely should, Kim. You're absolutely right. Let's have a chat first. Anything to talk about?
Yes?
No. Okay. Let's have a look. So, we need to go back and ask Claudia about this whole lying business. Like, hey, what the hell? So we need to interact with the journal for that. Alright, cool. Let's quickly save the game here. Oh, alright guys, I was hoping to go all the way through this game today, but I need to go and rest because my neck is really starting to hurt. That was tense. Hey Esteban, I'm sorry dude, we're just closing out for the day.